Hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to do a follow-up video for EazyBot. This is a platform that I made a video on about a week ago, and it's been about a week that I've been running the bot. I've just been testing it out. I haven't gone heavy yet with deposits or anything like that, but I threw about $1,200 into my KuCoin account and let the bot trade because I wanted to see what the percentages look like. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Of course, it goes without saying, guys, that I am not a financial advisor. Anything I talk about on my channel is for entertainment purposes only. This is crypto, guys. Obviously, this is trading, so that comes with the risk, guys. So if you're not okay with risk, if you're not okay with the risk, don't get in, okay? But if you are going to get in, only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. All right, that's just a rule of thumb. So real quick, EazyBot. This is the back office right here. This is something I wanted to show you guys. This is probably a good resource as well if you're going to get into EazyBot. You can scroll down here, and they do a bunch of Zooms throughout the course of the week. And this one here is it's a really good one. It's a long one, but it's a really good one. It's an hour and a half where they have the CEO and founder of the company talking about market insight. And in this here, he talks about how the bot works. Let me turn off the volume here. Okay. So he talks about how the bot works in an up market. He talks about how it works in a down market and their strategy and how they incorporate the strategy. They also talk about how the bot pulls down the average price. This right here is a pretty good resource. It gives you the account performance of the different trading pairs. Okay. Now for me, when I turned on the bot last week, I didn't really do too much research on the trading pairs. Now that I have access to this, I can actually do a little bit more research on the trading pairs and then open up some more bots and diversify a little bit more. So if one bot is maybe paying a little bit less, another bot might be paying a little bit more, and then it'll kind of average itself out because you can see the different pairs. The different pairs, pay out differently because again, this is real trading. So here they funded each pair with 1,000 USDT. They ran it for 64 days. Now, again, it's not, I'm going to show you what I've made in the last 6.5 days, give or take, almost 7 days. But it's not indicative of how this bot is going to continuously work because, again, this is trading. It changes every single week. It could do better this upcoming week. It could do worse this upcoming week. But over the course of 30 to 60 days, you get a more accurate, you get more accurate data of what the profits are going to be. So this is a lot better than what I'm going to show you because again, I'm just showing you 6.5 days worth of results. And again, I kind of blindly chose the pair. This one here is much better here because we can see which pairs have done well over the last 64 days. This one here did 11.69% in the last 64 days. This one here did 12.31% in the last 64 days. Matic USDT did 23.71% in the last 64 days. This one here did 19.68%. So again, you can see here over the last 64 days which pairs did the best. Now, again, it's not indicative of which pairs are gonna do best in the future, but you can kind of get an idea, right? Now you might sit there and say, well, man, if I put my money in this pair, I would have made 23.71% in the last 64 days, right? Let's just say for easy math, pull out my little trusty calculator right here. 23.71, right? So 23.71% divided by 64 days, average would have been 0.37% a day, right? So nothing crazy, right? But again, 0.37% over the last 64 days, which were really unstable times in the market, and you remain in control of your funds because the funds never leave your trading account. The bot has the ability to trade the funds that are in your trading account, but it can't withdraw. Okay, so the funds stay in your account. So the ability to have total control of your funds and not give your funds to EazyBot and still have a profit it's a big thing. Okay, especially when you can compound. So I'm going to show you here the compounding effect here. So yeah, anyway, you can see here which pairs have done the best. So I'm gonna open up a couple more bots and continue my testing of this, but you can see here that I could see here which pairs I probably want to jump into. So to show you the pairs that I got into, again, I kind of blindly chose these pairs. I just wanted to turn the bot on and have it start trading. I chose two pairs. Uh, I chose this pair right here, which was Sol USDT and then Aave USDT, right? So I put $600 in this bot, $600 in this bot, and if I look at how much profit I made just from this little test here, I probably made from these two bots about 1.5% a month, roughly. Okay. Now, again, the numbers are constantly moving, so I can't nail it down exactly, but it's about 1.5% I made for the week. Now, again, it's not indicative of what's going to get paid out the next couple of weeks, but if I take 1.5% times that by 4 weeks, that's about 6% a month. Okay. 6% a month when you have total control of your funds, and you can compound this out because this ain't going anywhere, right? This is trading in your Binance account or KuCoin account. They can't rug pull. They can't. The worst thing that can happen is, let's say EazyBot decides to destroy their bot. Well, the funds never left your account, so you have total. It's totally safe in the sense that, again, you're not giving your funds to a third party. You're not giving it to EazyBot, right? So for me, I can compound this out long term. Now, again, in fairness, this might have a much better week this upcoming week. I don't know, right? It depends how the trading goes. And like I said, I probably chose the wrong pairs. I probably should have done a little bit more research. This wasn't available when I turned on the when I turned on the bot last week. I didn't have access to this. Now that I can see it, I can see, okay, which pairs I can get into. And I'd probably diversify into more bots, right? I only opened up two bots. I'll probably, open up 3, 4, 5 bots and then have five, 4 or 5 of these pairs running. Then it'll give you a more better idea of what I can make with this. Because again, even though I'm showing, what I made in the last 7 days, give or take, it's not fair to the bot because I only opened up two bots when I could have opened up more. I blindly chose the pairs. But again, for me, I just wanted to see how this thing would work, because I don't really run too many bots. So for me, this is kind of a first for me running these bots on my account, on my trading account. But now I get a better idea, right? Um, so here you can actually choose. I'm going to show you what if let's say, for example, hypothetically, I make 6% a month on this, which I doubt. I think it's going to be closer to 10% because the people that I've spoken to, and I've spoken to several people about this, they're averaging around 10% a month, give or take, depending on how the market goes, obviously, right? And during the bull market, people were saying they were making around 15 to 20%. Okay, now of course everything is going up in the bull market. We want to make money during the down market. People, were still making around 8 to 10% a month with this. Um, of course, they probably did a lot more research. They chose which bots to put, to put their funds in. And for me, I was like, it was like a dart. I threw a dart against the wall and said, okay, I'm going to choose this one and this one and see how this bot runs. Because again, I was just testing it, right? But what's cool here is you can actually click this right here, and you can actually track these trades, right? They show you, when they bought, when they sold. So for about 6 days, 6.5 days, these were the trades that were initiated by this bot on this pair. Okay. If I go over here for Sol USDT, so these were the trades that were initiated on autopilot, right? It's hands free. I turn the bot on and then I just kind of take a look at it every now and then. Um, but yeah, I think if I did a little bit more research and I set this up a little bit better and I had access to this list, which I didn't last week, I probably would have done a little bit better. I probably could have done maybe 2%, 2.5%, which, equates to around 10% a month, give or take. Now, let's say we go to, again, because I have total control of the funds, it never leaves my account. I feel a lot more safe. It's not as risky. Yes, you're making less than if you were in a platform that was paying out, 3% a day or 4% a day, right? Um, but when you have something like this running in the background and you feel pretty secure with it, number one, I feel more confident throwing more funds in, right? And then just letting it compound out and then coming back to it, every other week or something like that, right? Um, so again, the beauty of whoops, what is this? The beauty of this is one second here. So the beauty of this is the funds never leave your account, right? So yes, you're making a little bit less quote unquote ROI, but you have total control, you have total confidence. There's no chance of a rug pull, right? They can't withdraw your funds. So I get so many ads popping up, it's crazy. All right, anyway, so let's say I put 10,000 in here, right? And let's say I make 6% no, not 6%. Let's say I make 1.5% a week, right? Which again, I'll probably do better once I, diversify into different bots and open up a couple more pairs. I really see this as, 2 to 3% a week that I could make with this. But let's say I do that for, let's say, a year, right? And I compound every week. Like I just leave it in there and let the bot trade because I feel safe because it's never leaving my account. It's in my KuCoin account, right? So I feel totally safe. I can compound out. Typically, with in a platform, I usually make it my first priority to pull out my initial deposit. With this, there is no initial deposit. It's funds that are in my account that are that is just sitting in my trading account. So I could just leave it in there. I can even put more in, and I can just let it run, right? So I feel totally safe here, right? So let's say I put 10,000 in. I'm getting a 1.5% a week. I let that run for a year, right? So that 10,000 would go to 21,000, right? So nothing, it's you're not going to retire off that, right? But it's again, it's in your account. It's totally safe, right? Let's say I let that run for 2 years. So instead of 21,000, I'm at 47,000, right? And again, I'll keep coming back to it, adjusting it here and there. But for the most part, I'm just letting it run. I'm just letting the bot run, right? Here in 3 years, that 10,000 would grow to 102,000, right? Let's say we do it out for 5 years. Now, again, this is hypothetical, right? This is just a hypothetical calculation here. Don't hold me to this. You're not going to make, this is not a guarantee, right? But here you have close to 500,000 in 5 years from a $10,000, from $10,000 that you started trading within your account, right? Now, again, that's if you're getting 1.5%. Well, what if you're getting 2.5%, right? And you're compounding that every single week. Well, instead of 479,000 in 5 years, it would be 6.1 million, right? Just from that extra 1% a week, right? So small percentages compounded over time with compound interest could turn into astronomical amounts. You can't really think long term, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years out in a typical, ROI platform because you really don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if it's going to be here for in a year or two, right? With something like this, which is just a bot that's trading the funds that are in your account and it never leaves your account. For me personally, I could think a little bit more long term, and I could see myself doing something like this. So, yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick review over the last week. Again, just 1 week's worth of trading is not indicative of what the bot can do because I really think 30 days and 60 days is a much better view because you'll see, how it performs over a longer period of time. But yeah, this is it's doing what it's doing. It's trading in a down market, which is what we're looking for. This is a great resource, by the way. You can actually check out this replay. They talk a little bit more about trading. They talk about strategies with the bot, and again, account performance. And they update these all the time. So yeah, if you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. I'll give you obviously I'm gonna switch up my strategy a little bit and then keep giving you updates as we move forward. But yeah, no loss of funds. Now, of course, the coins that are in the pair you're trading with, the value of that can go down. But so far, no loss of funds. It's a little bit of profit. But again, I think I can tweak that and make it a little bit more, and then just let this thing compound out over time. So this will be running in the background. EazyBot will be running in the background as I'm doing other things inside of inside of my portfolio. So again, if you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. This is for people who, if you're looking for, 2%, 3% a day, this is not probably going to be your deal. But I know there's a lot of you guys on my channel who maybe you're sick of the rug pulls, you're sick of, having, devs control your funds or restrict the way you withdraw. I don't know, right? And you're more looking for a safer type of thing that can auto trade for you and make you money on top of your money without you, being stressed out every single day, right? All right, guys. Anyway, check out the link down below, and I will catch you on the next update video. Peace.